Hickory Dickory Mickey is the third of the three shorts that appear in the first episode of House of Mouse. And that requires a little bit of context to discuss this episode. In this first episode, Mickey and Goofy have to frantically try and create a cartoon to save the House of Mouse. I've discussed the episode in more detail, so I won't kind of bore you with the intricacies, but this is the cartoon that they come up with. And in Hickory Dickory Mickey, Mickey promises Goofy that he will take him to the airport at 6 o'clock the next morning. And we get a flashback to when Mickey made this promise to Goofy, and the flashback is in the style of the classic black and white cartoons, particularly the style of Goofy. He looks absolutely brilliant. I love that they incorporated that. And Mickey says, even if I make an excuse, hold me to this promise. I will do this favour for you. So Goofy lends Mickey his alarm clock because Mickey's clock is broken. Unfortunately, Goofy's alarm clock is exceptionally annoying. And as Mickey tries to go to sleep, it keeps ticking, it getting louder and louder. And then when he feels like he's resolved that problem, all of these other noises start happening and everything is just chaotic and he cannot get to sleep. And he keeps trying to send this to Goofy and then to Australia and then to Hades for some reason, and it doesn't work and everything keeps going wrong. There is one bit of beautiful animation I love in this. Well, there are quite a few bits of lovely animation, but there's one where Mickey is trying to sleep and we have these kind of neon lights, but they're balloons that just keep popping at either side of his head. And there was just something about that bit of animation that I found really pleasing and really enjoyable to watch. And obviously eventually Mickey has to get up on no sleep and take Goofy to the airport. And I won't say what happens at the very end, but I genuinely found it amusing and I kind of rolled my eyes at Goofy and thought it was just a really, really entertaining way to round off this short. So the fact that there's a backstory to the short, the fact that Goofy and Mickey had to create this to help save the House of Mouse and keep the guests there, just gives this short a little bit more meaning and makes it a little bit more special. But of course, you could still watch the short in isolation and still really enjoy it. I think it's a nice narrative that's well executed. The animation style is really lovely. Hickory Dickory Mickey is definitely a lot of fun.